We're here on Park Road 4 near Inks Lake State Park, Texas. Not too far from Marble Falls, Texas. Not too far from Austin, Texas, actually. But what I want to tell you is I went for my ophthalmology appointment this morning. It was scheduled at 8:10 this morning. They wanted me to get there early, which I did. I got there at 7:40 a.m. Go to check in, go up to the second floor, give them my name. Girl says, you have an appointment with Dr. Hager at 8:10. I said, correct. She said, well, all those appointments have been canceled. I said, well, that's a good start. Okay, what do we do now? And she said, well, might be able to reschedule you. And I said, well, as soon as possible. And she did, but it's for Thursday. This is Tuesday, so Thursday morning at 8:20, not 8:10, I'm going to go back again. Now, why they didn't contact me and let me know that the appointments have been canceled, I have no clue. You just have to be flexible, roll with the punch, and enjoy your life, okay? So, but that also has a little domino effect in that I had an optometrist appointment tomorrow after the ophthalmologist appointment because they were going to clear up the lens on my eye. I had the cataract surgery in. They put in a fake lens or whatever, and it's a little clouded. They just do a laser thing and clear it up. It's a real minor procedure, I'm told, blah, blah, blah. Enough said. So that meant that my eye wouldn't be clear for the optometrist appointment. So I called the optometrist, said, well, I got to cancel that appointment. But I gave him the reason. I said, well, how soon can you get me in? She said, well, I get you in Friday at 11. Okay. So now we've got an appointment Thursday with the ophthalmologist at 8:20. And then we have a Friday appointment with the optometrist, Dr. Poole, great guy, at 11 a.m. That should clear up the vision thing. Okay. That was the start of the morning. The appointment was canceled. I was there. I'd gotten up at 5 a.m. so I'd be there plenty of time because it takes about 45 minutes door to door. And but enough said, I got it done. Even did comment call right on time. So then I go to the HEB grocery store and I thought, well, I might as well top off the gasoline tank while I'm here because their gasoline prices are about as good as anybody's or better most of the time. So I pulled up to the gas pump, put the thing in. You put it on that automatic thing. I put it on low, and it's pumping. And this lady comes up, and she said, "You from New Mexico?" I said, "Yeah." She said they had a place at Angel Fire. We talked for, I don't know, a few minute or two. And I noticed, I turned around to look at and the gasoline was flowing out. But anyway, I cut it off real quick because I was right by the pump, and about a cup full of gasoline ran out down the side and everywhere, you know what I mean. So then the inside of the RV, my house for a while, smells like gasoline. I mean, I've aired it out pretty good. Enough said about that. So the day it was like dominoes falling, you know what I mean? I was scared to take the next step, but I did. I took the next step, pulled around to a good parking spot at the grocery store, and I thought, well, I'll park way out here and that'll give me a good little walk for exercise. Or a little bit anyway. So I'm walking along and I notice to my left this panhandler looking guy, probably in his 40s, scruffy looking, ragged clothes, all the shit that goes with it. And he was coming my direction about 30 yards to my left. So I thought, well, he's definitely locked on, So I went on in the grocery store thinking that he would eventually disappear. So I do my shopping. As I'm doing my shopping, I noticed this guy. He'd appear and then he'd disappear. He'd appear and then he'd disappear. But he wasn't buying it. I noticed he didn't have any grocery items. He didn't buy anything. So I knew that when I went out the door, he's going to be in the area, so to speak. Because he saw this RV. He thinks I'm a traveler. Easy target. Go over and see if he can't pick him up some cash or whatever. I knew he didn't have good intentions. So I go out the door, sure enough, but he was in the parking lot. He was about 15 yards past my RV, where the baskets are, where you push the baskets in those things. And he was on the other side of the baskets. He was kind of not squatting down, but kind of hunched over like he dropped something, you know what I mean? But anyway, so as I approached my Class B, which I didn't have that many groceries anyway, I just opened the door, pitched him in, got in, slammed the door, and shut it. Well, he didn't have enough time to get there. He did get there. He did get to the RV. He was standing outside, and he looked like he'd lost his best friend, So that was the start of that. And then what else? Oh, then I go over to Walmart. I had to get my yogurt. They don't have it at the grocery store. And nothing really interesting happened in the store or anything. Found everything okay. Come out, get in the RV, and pull around to a stoplight on highway, 281, I think. And it's a long, long light, you know what I mean? And so I see that it's green as I'm heading toward it, all right? But just as I get there, it could have made it easily. A dump truck had broken down, and another dump truck was towing it with a chain at about the speed that a chicken can walk at its slowest moment, okay? So they gradually creeped on through the intersection, and just as they finished getting through the intersection, I thought, it looks like I'm gonna make it. I didn't. It turned red, and you gotta sit there for it seems like a long time. It's not really. It's probably 2 or 3 minutes, but sitting at a red light for any length of time is not something I enjoy doing. So, I'll tell you the story now. We're gonna call this video the cat kicking day. All right, what a cat kicking day is, I've told this before, and I'll tell it again. Hope I can remember it. This guy was president of a corporation. He had a secretary who'd been with him for years. And but anyway, one day about lunch, before lunch, he told her, he said, I'm going to be going to the country club for lunch. I don't want to be bothered. And so, hold my calls, and if any, just whoever comes by, just tell them they'll have to come back this afternoon around 2 p.m. or so. So he left, went to the country club, and while he was gone, one of his biggest clients showed up at his office with something really important, and the secretary obeyed orders. Said, I don't know where he went. He went somewhere for lunch. He didn't leave any instructions, blah, blah, blah. She was covering for him, you understand? And so anyway, the guy that came to see him got all mad. He yelled at her, and God dang, I can't believe you don't know where he is. I need to talk to him bad, blah, blah, blah. Well, anyway, so he leaves in a huff. 45 minutes later, the boss shows up from the country club, and she tells him what happened. He just went berserk. He said, you mean that you didn't call me? And she said, well, you told me not to. You said you didn't want to be disturbed. And he said, but if it for him, you should have disturbed me, blah, blah, blah. Then he chewed a circle right around her ass, let it fall out on the ground. And anyway, so she's all hot and bothered because she thinks, well, that's not right. So she's mad. And then 5 o'clock comes, and, she's just a fume. She gets stuck in traffic. Everything that can happen in traffic happened, one of those days. And so she gets home, and there's her son, who'd been playing out in the mud, but he's in the kitchen, and he'd been in the house, and there was mud everywhere on the floor and every damn place. And she whipped his little butt and told him to go upstairs, get them damn clothes off, and get that mud off his body at every spot. So then he's pissed off. The boy's mad. So anyway, he goes upstairs, goes in his room, and there's a cat laying there just sound asleep. And the kid walks over there and kicks the cat. Moral to the story, what did the cat do? I mean, that's what you call a cat kicking day. The madness went all the way down and was vented on the cat. Yeah. So, am I in that mode? No, I'm not quite there. No, it was, you have to be, one of the things I've learned throughout life is you have to be flexible. Who could I blame for that appointment being canceled? Huh? Nobody. You know what I mean? Nobody. It was nobody's fault. It wasn't Scott and White Hospital's fault. It wasn't the little girl's fault that checked me in. It wasn't my fault. I was there on time. Probably wasn't the doctor's fault. Something obviously came up of importance that caused him to cancel some appointments that day. So, you know, it's one of those no fault deals, you know. But be that as it may, we got through the cat kicking day, and be sure that if you ever get in one of those cat kicking days, that you don't go home and kick the cat, because the poor old cat ain't done nothing. You know, you can blame anybody you want to, but the fact of the matter is it ain't going to change a thing. It's just going to make it worse. So having said that, guys, from Park Road 4 now, cruising on a beautiful day. The high today is supposed to be 85. This is Tuesday the 20th, I think. And but anyway, I don't know when this will come. I may post it today, this afternoon. But anyway, guys, enjoy your life. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want. Use the Amazon link. It's easy to do. Click on the link, go to Amazon, get what you want. And what else? Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind. Exercise your body and enjoy your life. Easy peasy. So anyway, guys, adios, amigos. Bye-bye.